A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. High noon is here, and this showdown is ready to roll on EA Sports College Football. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Georgia Tech making some noise in college football last season, going 9-4. This team was strong in the ACC at 6-2 overall. Brent Key looking to keep that consistency and continuity heading into 2026. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Yellow Jackets ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteers offense will get first crack at it here. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Some misdirection with the counter. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to him on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Volunteers in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Might have a chance. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right.
It's a seam wide open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia Tech's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Alberto Mendoza. Made the move here from Indiana. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. To the air, it's Mendoza. Got a man, it's Allen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's going to run it. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Gets the back moving. Third down play from the gun. Floats it out in space. Made a defender miss. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish...
Finding some room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Hosley. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Hosley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Going to try to get it himself. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses and some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest, but there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
He's got it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. Could be an alley. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it. It's Bishop. Give him a pickup of 2. Now 2nd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. And the returner goes down. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. It's made. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. And they get him down. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw. It's Mendoza. It's complete to the left. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He's got great speed. Oh, he got loose. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Inside the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Got his man down the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Grab behind the line. It's Allen. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. It's Harris. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. On the draw, it's Bishop. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And man, it's nice to have a running back that you can do that. 3rd and inches, you're thinking run as it is, but you're not getting to the running back.
Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33. Great place to start for this offense. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Got his man on the right. Georgia Tech spins its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now the lead is down to 11.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Rice Owls. And it's the Fighting Irish with the lead right now in the first half. This has been a good one, a battle of 1-0 teams. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now back to your game in Atlanta. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, And he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll return it. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And Holly's down working the sidelines. What's the latest on his status?
Catching up with the Yellow Jackets head coach. Guys, the coach told me their running back will not return to this game. I could see that he has suffered some type of upper body injury. He tested it out several times here on the sideline, but ball security could be an issue. He is definitely out to start this second half. Guys?
Holly, thank you. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. The give on the counter. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here comes the hurry up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Volunteers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Vols have it with a 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Bishop. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Working that left side now. And that one did not work.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Makes the grab. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Offside.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Run inside. It's Powell. And he's knocked down.
And nice job by this defense, really being physical at the point of the attack. There's not a lot of holes, man. They run the ball on back-to-back plays. Aggressive linebackers playing downhill. Nice job by the D-line, owning the line of scrimmage. And now they got them in a situation where this is where they want. 3rd and long, guaranteed passing situation.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start changes your mindset. Now you're 2nd and long, 9 yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's Roach. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Quick step and go. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. On the run, it's Bishop. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone is on that defense.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Leaves it with the running back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Vols line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls it, fired, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Mendoza. Fires to the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry up.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 in.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Got his man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
It's complete to the right. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. That's caught. It's Addison. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Flips it out to the back. And the last 2 plays have left them in a hole as they stare at 3rd and 10. They just keep firing. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for space, it's Bishop. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. No good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. He's taking a deep shot. It's dropped, and that's how we'll wrap up this one as the game is over. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. It's the Kennesaw State Owls and the Tennessee Volunteers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Kennesaw State head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Reese?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will have the football first. And here comes the sophomore running back. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score. Headed outside, it's Woods. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, it's Collins. Got it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some.
He uncorks one deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creating some early momentum in this football game.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Bishop. Got room at the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bishop. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly.
Oh, they block it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Running inside, it's Woods. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Kennesaw State right back to work.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Powers through the defender. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. And the Owls are rolling down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Woods. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to run, it's Woods. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Owls. Extra point here will give them the lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unleashes one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
It's complete. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We've reached the break. It's Kennesaw State on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Bishop. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. On target. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wants to throw on third down. He's got it down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And the Volunteers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. He wants to throw it. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Collins. Here comes the heat. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Vols will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snagged out of the air. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Vols trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Volunteers! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Owls sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Collins. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And tackled there by the defense. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. And if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
He hurls one deep down the left side, and he cruises his way to the house. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Under fire. And down he goes.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Oh, look, Ma, one hand.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
To the air on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. They will score! Touchdown, Tennessee! Ready to try the point after. And this one is good, and it's been anything but easy for him. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The run inside. It's Woods. At the 40, there he goes. After that big game, maybe no longer content to just run the ball and go to the locker room. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. That is no good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at UTEP taking on the number 24 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Miners looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Neyland Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So here is the Tennessee offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble turning it on. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Volunteers are flying down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Here's the pressure. They reached into the bag of tricks on 3rd down, and it did not work.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get them on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Knocked down for the tackle. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Throwing right, and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Run in the red zone, it's Bishop. There's a crease. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great...
Touchdown ball! He got it beat down in bounds. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They want to see if they can score the deuce. From the gun. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. To throw, it's Collins. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Maybe a crease. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
2nd down coming up.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Headed to the 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day.
35, Kennesaw State, 14.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. This time he wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gary. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Off play action. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Gonna run it. It's Bishop. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
So now it's 2nd and long. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Oh, what a cut! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Running inside. It's Morris. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Vols, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll test the right side. Got a little headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Woods.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
You don't want to get carried away. It's still early, but that was an impressive performance to go to 3-0. What do you think? How good is this team, David?
I love when you say you don't want to get carried away. But, you know why you say but? Because we're going to get carried away. Great start. This is what we do. We're going to react to what we see, and 3-0 is exactly how you draw it up. You build momentum, you start to build confidence, and you start to look like a team, Jesse, that might could do some damage later on in the postseason.
So, can they drown out the noise? Can they not pay attention to what we're talking about and how good we think they are and just keep that workman-like mentality each and every week?
On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop. They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense will have the football first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Quick release on the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Makes the grab. It's Wingo. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now here's Manning. He's got the tight end. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. And he's dragged down.
Well, going RPO in that second down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up 3rd and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now. He takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this 3rd down because of the quarterback's decision making.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Arch is going to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Running in. Here's a little room there. Past the 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The run inside. It's Bishop. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. And In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. With the draw, it's Bishop. May stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires quickly. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive and off.
There's some room. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Volunteers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Hauls it in. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he made the extra point without problem. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Arts to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Smothers.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move, it's Smothers. Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Fights off the defender. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it on the option. Maybe some room here. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. In the red area, it's Smothers. It's a fumble! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Vols are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes a man. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Yeah, you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back and make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quickly complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Looking for room, it's Bishop. Got enough for the first. Got room on the return. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Scrambling away. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Bring in the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Here's the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Arch Madness. Got it. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Defense.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He's got it and still on his feet. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. The run inside, it's Smothers. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Throwing Manning. Touchdown, Longhorn. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He goes right back to the air. Sets up the screen. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 14 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Badgers, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. This coach knows the importance of that win. It gets him to 2-2 on the year after a nice road victory. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Neyland Stadium. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work. The Big Orange offense on the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Vols will hustle to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires downfield. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. Secures it at the 30. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he could even get started. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Manning on play action. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Manning steps away. He'll pull it down and run. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. On the ground with the counter. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Got his man. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Trying to keep this drive alive. Might have a chance. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Running the red zone. It's Simon. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Running inside. It's Bishop. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Bishop. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Finding some room. Makes it past the marker. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. They'll run the counter. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Complete. And he's wrestled to the ground. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Rides the option, he keeps it. Picks up the 1st down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires complete on the crosser, and they're able to get him on the ground. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Oh, better look out. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes a catch. Still on his feet at the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Plucks it out of the air. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Buys a little time with his feet. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrates